Good morning, everyone. BTC Simmer here. Looks like you get another episode with me here on Monday. I'm not busy at the moment. Probably during the week it'll be spotty. Might get another video out during this week. I don't know. It's a big review week for me, so be busy with that. But I'll be back this coming weekend and again next week. Probably just about every day there. Back to the regular routine here. So anyway, got a short flight VFR Dundee to Edinburgh. We have 36 gallons of fuel, and we have payload of 1185 pounds. So we have 6 passengers from FSeconomy loaded up. Our routes direct GPS. That'll leave us for a maximum takeoff weight of 5,071, and we're at 4,867, so we're good in that respects. Vatsim, there's no one on in the area. I'm sure Unicom will be going. There'll be someone on there. Edinburgh is a pretty busy airport with Vatsim, so there's always someone hanging around, but which is good. More traffic we can get, voice traffic is the better. So this is Dundee Airport. Here's our beautiful DA62. We shall get going. Me just disconnecting the Xbox controller there. Probably leave it running, but the less things I have connected, probably the better. You want something to crash or something silly, right? So, alright. Check our fuel selectors are on. Parking brake is set. Go with alternators. Gotta check my last video. You can see the traffic pattern I flew here. A couple traffic patterns, and they were a little rusty, but that's what happens when you're away for a while. So turn on our alternators. Go ahead and turn on our master. Strobe position. You guys know the drill. I remember the drill as well. Let that boot up for a second there. Yeah, our routes direct GPS, so it's nothing fancy. 2,500 cruising altitude. Try to stay out of Edinburgh radar. Unless, of course, someone pops on there, but no one yet, so. Alright, we can go ahead and left master. Glow plug message there on the primary flight display. Just grab my thrust master here and get ready. Okay, that's off. We can clear prop and left prop. Okay, there's that one there. There's our oil pressure. Rest of the gauges will pop up there. And we can go right. Their message, right glow on. Go and fire that. Clear right prop. Okay. Oil pressure's alive. And the rest of them will come alive. Okay, looking good in that respect. So we can go ahead and turn on our avionics. Turn on our MFD. Okay. There was an update to the NXI. Did download it, so put her on Unicom here. Give it a second, ask for a mic check, see if anyone's around. Alright, so we'll throw in our route here, just a very basic route. EGPH. I don't usually go over this with you guys. Maybe I have in a few videos. To do a direct to route. This helps newbies too. Would have helped me many years ago. I first got into flight sim, even with the old button click GPS. Click the little satellite on the, this is way back, Flight Sim 2000, little satellite on the cockpit there. A little box would pop up. And you have your direct to button. But anyways, the G1000, you hit this button here. go ahead. You can actually press this one here with Vatsim 2020. Click on this. You can use your keyboard. Type your airport you want to go to, your ident. So in our case, it's Echo Golf Papa Hotel, which is Edinburgh. Shows up right here. And then all you got to do is go enter. Bring you down to activate, and just enter again. I'll direct you right there. Give you your heading. Give you your distance. Also up here when you get going, your ETE. Give you your time. So just a little quick tip. Anyway, anyone who's a seasoned flight simmer knows that. And I'm just looking at MedRTAF here. Sorry, my phone's on the charger. It's a little further away. I'm looking for Dundee. I got so many airports saved in here that, excuse me, now I gotta scroll through them. So it's looking like we got a wind of, what does it say here? 250, 13 knots, few at 25, broken 35. QNH 1020. Sorry, I use runway 27 again. What did I say, 1020? Yeah. I usually set this first, get it out of the way. Then I go ahead with our cruising alt. It's right up there at the top. Up to 25. And I come down here to the compass rose. Switch this to heading. I use the Honeycomb Bravo. Oh, I believe that's heading there. Bring this down to 272 or runway heading. So we're going to follow that out up to 1,000 feet, make her turn south. So if you can kind of picture it, here's our runway east to west. Then there's our route, the GPS, magenta color here. So take off, climb, and make her left turn south. That'll be that. Okay, turn on our transponder, 7,000. VFR today, guys, so nothing fancy dancy. Turn on our DME as well. The life of me, I can't remember it for this airport, but I do have a map stored on my phone here. 10810. 10810. There we are. She brings up there, 0.04. Okay, so that looks good. GPS looks good. It's set. Anything else I'm forgetting? Before we taxi here, go taxi lights. You can also bring up our checklist, built-in checklist for 2020 here. Parking brake release, brakes, test, moving off, flight instruments, avionics. Fuel pumps, they're off. Fuel selector, cross feed on. Okay, yeah, we're looking good there. Alright, so we'll take 27 out and fly south. Get up to 2,500. And I believe we'll be using runway 24 for Edinburgh. Just let me double check their weather there. Yeah, I got a ton of airports in here now. Edinburgh, there it is. So their wind's 260 at 14. So yeah, we'll be coming. Probably make a right turn to final there. Coming that way. All right. Okay, we'll get going here. Do a quick mic check here with the Unicom. Any stations, Charlie, Juliet, Sierra, Victor, Romeo, can get a mic check? Might not be any in the area here. Give them a few more seconds and we'll get going here. Dundee traffic, Charlie Juliet Sierra Victor Romeo is taxiing to runway 27 via ramp taxiway Alpha. Dundee traffic. So go ahead and turn off our brake. Should have let the engines warm up. I usually do, but again, the rustiness. Gotta blame it while I can. So we got, I think, what did it say, a 14 knot wind here? It's been the same wind here. I looked at it yesterday for 3 days here, same direction anyway. Do a quick gust check here. Gas looks good. Undercarriage is down. Switches. Throw the pumps on. Taxi's off. Landing lights on. Torpedo heat on. Go. 1 notch of flaps there. Take off. Okay. And again, fuel's looking good. Gauges are alive. Nice sip of coffee there, guys. Rotate 80. Alright. Dundee traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo taking off runway 27, departure to the south. Dundee traffic. Alright, we'll get going. As long as you don't got no stranglers coming in this way. Or that way. I'll just go right from here, from the piano keys here. You guys know the piano keys and the markings right there on the runway, they call them. Slang airplane talk. Okay, we got a bit of right rudder in there, fighting the wind. Airspeed's alive, gauges are alive, looking good. And rotate. Once we get a positive rate here, which is right now, we can pull the gear up. Try and follow that runway heading. And we got some good speed. We can bring the flaps up too. Come back a bit on the power here, down to 92, anywhere 90 to 92. Definitely feel the weight with all the passengers in this flight. 900. Dundee traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo making a left-hand turn onto course. Good day, Dundee traffic. Right. So a couple of ghost calls, but it keeps you in the realm, you know. Do a gust check. Gas looks good. Undercarriage is up. Switches, pumps can go off. Flaps are up. And we can get rid of the landing lights now. I know some people keep the landing lights on up to 10,000. In a jet, I'd probably do that, but in this airplane, I'm usually not going that high. My flights are a lot shorter, so usually stay around, I don't know. Depends on the flight, really, but usually below 10,000. Okay, climb's looking good. That is an Orbex airport today that I picked up there in Dundee. So, I believe you can get a freeware one off flightsim.to as well, if you like. A lot of good creators on there. I've reviewed a few airports. I did Scone. That's a popular one. I think that video's got 108 views. Or that might have been my triple flight video has 108 views. But yeah, I did do a tour of Scone. It's a good one. There's a few of them I've toured. So have a look if you like previous videos. Like, subscribe. Okay, we'll pull the power back a bit here. Power attitude trim. The attitude down, we're just touching the cloud layer here at 25. And we can go ahead and let Charlie take over. Autopilot, alt, and nav. You could say it could be the easy way out, but I haven't flown in a while. Might as well take the easy way. We might actually dip down to 2000 here, depending on the cloud layer. We can maintain VFR. So again, here's our direct to, the magenta color there. Distance, our exact heading. And over here we got our ground speed, 148. Direct to, 202. And then track, 199, well 200 now. And then our time of arrival, 10:50. So this GPS, this NXI, is really good for newbies. It make your life so much easier if you're just getting into flight sim. I know when I started playing flight sim and flying for real, I flew with steam gauges in flight sim, and in my flight training, I flew a 172 with steam gauges. So it was exciting. It was a lot of fun. I really want to go back and do it one day. A lot of commitments going on right now, but maybe in a few years I'll get back to it. I want to look for somewhere that offers diamond aircraft with the GPS here. So I live in Western Canada, so I found a few places, but I don't want to look and get excited and then not do it for a few years. So flying's a lot of fun, a lot of fun, and a lot of something you got to take very serious. It's happens very quick. Watched lots of YouTubes of Mentor Pilot. Watched another one last night of a 747 at Qantas skidding off the runway. And when you're watching these, you think like, why didn't he just max the auto brake, or why didn't he just thrust reversers or whatever? But you can't imagine what's going on in those, all the things that are going on in the cockpit and the level of training with all the different pilots. So that fades your mind when you're sitting there watching it at home. Excuse me, guys, just a sip of coffee there. I'm gonna pull up the chart here for Edinburgh. .10890. So 10890. So let's see here. Put that in there. 11.9, 21.9, or 21 nautical miles away. That's right, that's the ILS for runway 24. So that'll be a little bit off their GPS, because I believe our GPS get the center of the airport based on our track. I think that's how that would work. And the ILS will be right on the edge of the runway there, so where it's situated, I do believe. I could be wrong. Been wrong a handful of times. So what we'll do here with our heading is we're not going to proceed direct to the airport. We want to end up a little left of the runway so we can make a right turn to final. What we'll do is we'll just set it to I guess a southerly direction will work, 180. And when we get a little closer over the river, we'll turn that way and set up. I'd say about 10 miles. I could probably call in now. Position report and intentions. Edinburgh traffic, Charlie Juliet Sierra Victor Romeo, type Diamond Twin, is 16 miles north, 2,500 inbound, runway 24. Edinburgh traffic. Here we are in the cloud layer here. Might have to drop down here. Edinburgh traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo. 14 miles, 2,500. Inbound runway 24 visual. Edinburgh traffic. There, that was a better position report. Okay, so we can see it there on our POI. What we'll do is we'll go heading mode now. Take it out of nav. Had to press it twice. We'll take it out of nav, it'll track to our heading. Probably start our descent. Now we're 12 miles, we'll probably wait till about 8 miles. A lot of wind turbines around here. Cobalt turbines, as I call them. Like I've said, they're good for a small application, but you're going to put the whole world on those things? Good luck. Nowhere in history has a society ever just dropped one source of energy and moved to another instantaneously, like what's going on now. But hey, who am I to say, right? Okay, we'll start our descent now, so go up to our altitude here, put that down to, say, 15. And we hit the IAS button. And bring the throttles back a little bit. So that noise you hear is just indicating we're 1,000 feet away from our selected descent. Go ahead and do a gust check. Gas looks good. Undercarriage is up still. Switches. We have pumps off. Flaps are not set. And pitot is on. Go ahead and turn on the landing lights. We're right in the fog here now. We can come down here and we can actually get rid of this. Go CDI. This will be locked to the, yeah, right to the runway heading. So what it's doing is it's following our ILS. So we put that in, it's going to lock to this, localizer 1. Slow down a bit here. Or 8.2. So when that green, this starts, this green marker here starts moving, we'll make our turn to final. So you can see it's going to happen very quick here soon. So probably even put this down to 13, 12, 1,200 feet. And there it goes. I'm going to manually fly in, guys. Edinburgh traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo is 7 mile final, runway 24 to land. Edinburgh traffic. You can see it there. There's the runway. Let's do our gust check. Gas looks good. Undercarriage, we can drop that down. Shave off some airspeed there. Pumps can go on. Lights are on. pitot is on. Flaps are not set. We need to drop some airspeed here to get set for the flaps. I was wondering why they don't do a lot of flaps during a turn, and I was watching a video yesterday. A guy training a student, an instructor training a student, he said something went wrong with the flaps and they didn't go down on one side and you're in a turn. Well, that could be very bad. And that makes sense. So we're kind of fighting our pitch speed here. So what I'm going to do is get ourselves properly trimmed and then set. There, one notch there. Nose will come up, way up now. Now we'll fight that. So there's our glide slope there. You can see it, the G on the PFD. You can also see the lights down there on the PAPI. And we're going much, much too fast. We'll slow it right on down. We'll do a gust check again. Gas looks good. Undercarriage is down. Pumps are on. Flaps are set. Pido's on. Landing lights are on. See that flashing yellow there? I believe that's to do with the auto land system. Not 100% sure. And that has to be with the update because I don't remember seeing that before. Okay, there's our glide slope. We're right on it now. Still going much too fast here. I'm going to put out the last flaps. Pitch us up a little bit. We'll lose our glide slope. That's okay, we can come back down. Being GA, it's not the biggest thing. I mean, it is, but it isn't. As long as you got a handle on it. It's beautiful Edinburgh. Capital city. Pitch up here, lose some airspeed. There we go.
500.
Okay. That doesn't sound like a busy day on the Vatsim, that's for sure. Let's see here, I'm on the right frequency, yes. Yeah, a bit of back pressure. Probably add some power and trim. A little bit of right rudder as well. See the winds coming straight down at 15, which should make for a nice smooth landing. Okay, a little high here. Oh yeah, a lot higher than I want to be, and faster now. Not sure what happened there, guys, but I'll blame it on the rustiness. There we go. Try to correct that. 86 there, that's where I want to be. Yeah. Let that die off there. And chop the power. And the main's touched. There we go. Almost made the taxiway. Bring our flaps up. Pumps can go off. It's been a while since I've been here. Edinburgh traffic, Charlie Victor Romeo is clear of the active taxiway Bravo. We can just stop here and assess ourselves. So landing off, taxi on, pitot can go off, pumps are off. Don't know why altitude's still on my autopilot, but okay, let me just check the taxi parking here. Because I can't remember how to get to where I want to be. Guess we'll go Alpha Papa North Apron. It's always good to check when you get here too if ground is on, and they are on. 121.750. Yeah, they are on, so that's good. Edinburgh ground, Charlie Juliet Sierra Victor Romeo with you here on Bravo.
Charlie Juliet Sierra Victor Romeo, welcome to Edinburgh. Taxi to the General Aviation Apron via Alpha, Mike and Hotel.
That's General Aviation Apron, Alpha, Mike, and Hotel for Charlie Juliet Sierra Victor Romeo. Okay, so we got our taxi instructions. Probably look that way, that way. Oh, going a little fast here. See, what happens is some of these guys come on and off so often you don't know. And if you're really not paying attention, they will send you a message. I don't like to be at that point. I like to kind of look for myself. That's part of being a good Vatsim pilot.
And ground, Omen 1, ready taxi.
Omen 1, taxi hold short Golf 1 via Golf.
Hold short Golf 1 via Golf, Omen 1.
Alpha Mike Hotel, okay. So what do you guys think of the flight? Was it alright? Was it good? Was it bad? Landing was a little floated a bit there at the end, but we had lots of runway, so we're okay. And you think even with a big runway it'd be easier to correct, but you eat up that runway very quick, even in a small plane, you know. So again, I'll chalk it up to the rustiness. Hopefully I can get another video in here this week. Maybe tomorrow, if anything. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how the week goes. I'm not gonna promise anything here. This looks like Mike here, eh? Alpha Mike. This one. Because I know you can end up on Papa there, and then you're really all over the place.
Omen 1 after the DA62 has passed left to right on Mike. Continue taxi holding Delta 1 for runway 24 via Mike and Alpha.
Once the arriving traffic has crossed from our left to right, continue via Delta 1, correction, via Delta down to Delta 1, Omen 1.
There he is there. Whoa, we're getting blown around here. Chop the throttle a little there. Yeah, that wasn't pleasant.
Last call sign, transmission was unworkable, very crackly. Edinburgh.
Whoop. Okay, we're still on mic here, so. Hotel. I think hotel goes. Yeah, guys, it's been a while since I've been over here. Yeah, hotel's kind of this one here. GA Apron Hotel. I guess I'll just pick a spot.
Ground Omen 1.
Omen 1, go ahead.
Is it alright if we turn to the right here? Just our throttles are going all over the place. I think the sensitivity is a bit too high.
Yeah, not a problem if you pull into the right and hold Whiskey 3.
Roger, pulling to the right, Whiskey 3, Omen 1, many thanks.
316, Austin 316. Okay. There we are, guys. That was the flight. Appreciate everyone joining me today. Like I say, I hope to get another video out this week. If not, it'll be the weekend. See how the week goes. I've got a big review week coming up, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, we'll shut her down here. Let's go off the checklist for the shutdown. Parking brake set. Yes, it is. Avionics off. They are off. Electrical consumers off. Taxi can go off. Strobe can go off. We'll leave the position lights on until we turn off the master.
And Ground Omen 1, we have solved our issue and we are ready to continue.
Roger, glad you sorted that out. Continue your taxi to hold Delta 1.
Continue Delta 1, Omen 1.
Turn the avionics back on so I can just thank them for coming on. Edinburgh ground, Charlie Victor Romeo, shutting down here. Thanks for your help today.
Charlie Victor Romeo, Roger, have a lovely afternoon. And Omen 1, unfortunately no further ATC available at this time. Continue on Unicom 122.8.
122.8, Omen 1. Cheers for the amazing ATC. Have a good day.
No worries, you too.
See, I remember explaining you turn the avionics off, it'll actually turn off the Vatsim. You wouldn't be able to talk to anyone, but Flight Sim, it doesn't really work that way. So it could be something with the V-Pilot. I'm not sure how it's set up, so that's a bit too technical for me. Okay, where are we here? Engine master off. So we'll go right. Gauges die down. And prop stop spinning and left. Same idea there. Gauges die down and everything stops there. And we can go engine master, or go ahead and turn off our master. Should have actually turned off the position before the master. And alternators can go off. Okay guys, that was the flight. Hope you all enjoyed it. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a flight. An actual flight in A to B. I did a circuit practice there at Dundee, but we all seen how that went. That's what happens. You stay away from this for a week, you can really get thrown around and forget a lot of the training. So, all right, welcome to Edinburgh. Edinburgh as well. I picked this one up. I can't remember who made this airport. I got it off the marketplace, the built-in marketplace here in Microsoft Flight Sim. So let's go up the Menzies stairs. Menzies everywhere. There are a lot of them in the city close to me as well. So have a look. There's an A320 Neo, I believe. And the gold planes are Vatsim. I know that for a fact. Some private jets there. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. And stick around. Enjoy the channel. Got a nice selection of videos. Did some My Summer Car stuff, did some American Truck Simulator stuff, so all fun, all good. Stick around for the next one. Thanks for joining me today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.